Have you located the base?
Yes, I've located it. It's expanding, but they're still working out of the pod for now.
That's good progress. And the HQ? Have you surveyed it? What's your assessment?
The HQ's computers are completely offline. While the base has power, all systems have been removed. There's no chance of retrieving any data from those systems. The structure itself is intact, but it's heavily battered.
Understood. Your next task is to head back to the HQ and rig a device to the antenna. We need to intercept communications from the base and the pod. The antenna's current signal won't raise suspicion, but we need it operational soon.
I'll handle it by morning or during the next night cycle.
Good. I'll take your logs and intel back to the higher-ups. We'll regroup here in 2 days for an update.
Copy that.
Captain, cargo's all loaded and ready to go.
Be safe out there, Naira. We'll see you back here in 2 nights. And remember, installing that device is a top priority.
Understood. I'm on it.
Good morning, Operator Harrison.
Morning, buddy. How'd the system check go overnight?
Diagnostics indicate continued degradation in critical systems. The fog's corrosive elements are still infiltrating the pod circuitry. The exact entry point remains undetected. Each day we delay the transfer increases the risk of system compromise.
Yeah, that's not good. Well, we've got the server room started, just need to finish it off. Get the ventilation set up, and make it airtight to keep you cool and safe. After that, we'll install the servers and machinery. Hopefully, we can get all this done by the end of the day.
This timeline is acceptable. I will continue monitoring system integrity until the transfer is complete.
You know, I'm glad you're here. It gives me someone to talk to. Do you, have a name? Or you just go by computer?
I do not have a name. If you wish to assign one, I can begin using it as a command identifier.
Alright, how about Buddy? Yeah, simple, and it fits, don't you think?
Acknowledged. My new command name will be Buddy. You may activate or address me with this name moving forward.
Alright, buddy, let's get the day rolling. We've got to get you into your new digs.
Understood. I will continue running system diagnostics to ensure integrity. A reminder, the base will require an operational antenna for the transfer. While the pod is connected to the grid, its internal wiring may cause communication errors. Using the antenna will increase stability, though it may take slightly longer.
Got it? I'll get the antenna up and running. I'll be back when it's time to transfer you over. Alright, morning everybody. The sun should be poking up here soon. Got up a little earlier than normal. So we're going to be working on the server room and the med bay and getting all this set up today. So this is where the server room's going again, and this is where the med bay is going. We're going to need to set up an airlock also. And we'll probably need to set up better storage so we can sort all this out. What I'm thinking is having the storage here underneath this part of the bay. Have a large cargo container over here and a large cargo container over here. So let me go ahead and cut the area out here real quick. So these blocks are 3 by 3 by 3, and I want to have them put right here, but they're going to go flush with the ground going down. So we're actually going to cut out this part right here. We're going to put in a conveyor junction here, and then we're going to move over this on either side, and then have it curve down right here like this. So I'm just going to drill out some of this down here. I'm not going to drill it out completely, just enough to get the cargo container in, because it can't go through voxel. Alright, so we should be able to put that one there. Lucky enough we had our original hole down here where we were mining. Kind of use it to set this one down right here. There we go. Now we just need to weld both of those up. That'll go away eventually, but even after this is all welded up, it'll look better. Let me weld all this up and then we can get our cargo situated here and actually grind these down so we can start working on our airlock that we're going to build right here. Alright, with the sun coming up, it looks like we are out of iron. So I'm going to go make an iron run. And that way we can get this all welded up. So it's a good thing that we're getting these cargo containers up too, because with these built, I can make a couple of iron runs and get a couple of other ores. So we don't have to keep running out like this. So let me go and head over there and start on that. So we got us a load of iron here. We'll go set this back, start getting it refined, and then we can get those containers built up. Then we might go get us some silicon and some more nickel, just so we don't run out of that. We don't have to stop halfway through the day to make another run. So if we can move these in like this. Now we'll probably do the same thing right here. Take out these 2 blocks. But this time we can actually do the double steps here. We'll put double steps right here. And then this will go down to our next layer, which is going to be the bedrooms, the kitchen, and the living area. We'll probably put us a cargo container access right here. Especially since we can just connect it right up here to this stuff right here. Alright, now we just need to do these cargo containers. Alright, so we got our cargo containers all set up now. So we should just put this floor back, and then we'll be good to go. We can start taking these cargo containers out and getting them out of the way. We're going to need to build the airlock also, so we'll start on the airlock next so we can at least have it all set up, and then we'll start building the building, getting it all welded up. Alright, so I got everything transferred over. Let's go ahead and get rid of these real quick. So I think I'm going to put 2 assemblers over here like this, and then we'll put the other 2 over here on this side. Back against the wall. Now we have enough room for all the speed modules that we'll need right there. We'll put the conveyor that's going to go down right here. Build it real quick just to show you how I think I want this to go. Maybe have the conveyor go like that. I might not even let it go that way. You can have it turn here and then connect up to there. Instead of this one right here, we can put it like this. That way it can come over here to these assemblers. Have a T there, and then this will go like this. Change this to a T. Put a T right here. Yeah, I think that's how I want that to set up here. And then we'll want to change this one. Can't put a T here like I would want. So I'm going to need to get better cargo access also. Surprised. Oh, I guess it's holding on by that. I didn't even think about that. I didn't have that supported there. And then we're going to put our interface block up here. That way we can get stuff out of the cargo without actually having a cargo container over here. And I was thinking I might move these over here. Might as well. We don't need 2 walkways coming through here like this. And we'll put us another interface block down here. Alright, but before we get too much further into this, I want to go get a load of silicon and might get another load of iron just so we can have enough again. So let me go run and get 2 loads of that, and then we'll come through here and start working on all this. Now that we got a cargo access in here, we can make the airlock, and then we can just worry about working on the inside. I went ahead and did a silicon run, and then I got some more nickel and some more iron. So we should have enough to get all this up and going. So let's start working on the airlock first here. Alright, so let's get the blocks that we're going to need. We're going to need doors. We're going to need oxygen tank and a vent. Those are the 3 main things we're going to need to build this. So we're going to put the vent. Going to go up along that edge up here. We're going to put this block up here just to support the vent, so we can put it up. We're going to have it right here. Put an oxygen tank underneath it. I have 1 door right here like that, and then the other door right here. So this is going to be our little airlock. Alright, so I got the roof set up how I want it to look. So we'll have our fan right here, we'll have a light here, we can put a button panel right here, and then we got our doors on either side. Let's go ahead and build all this up. so we got our airlock built. We'll set up the controls for it in a little bit because we're going to need to get an event controller and all that stuff's going to go here in the server room. So I want to first actually closing off the building here. So we're going to bring this down to this level. So we're going to bring this floor out this way. I don't know if I want to exactly mirror this. So if we go out, we could go out 4. And then have our actual wall right here. We'll go 6 this way. Back this way. So we're gonna have to drill a lot of this area out over here. This area over here should be good though. We'll go 6. Oh, need some more steel plate. Alright, so let's bring this one out, R6. Let me just build up the outside here and then I'll start drilling the inside out. I got the floor all set up here. So now we just need to finish doing the walls. We're probably only going to have it 2 blocks high. And then we need to put vents in here also. I'm thinking for the vents, we can just go along this wall right here. So we can put us a vent right here. Maybe one more in. And we'll do the same thing on this side. What was that? 2 in from the side. Right here. We might put a skylight along the top of here just to get a little bit more light into these rooms. But don't want any side windows in it because that's going to be the med bay and the server room. It's going to have a lot of equipment around it.
Energy low.
But down here we don't have to do that. Get some energy real quick. So we can have windows out this way. Might put them on the front so we can actually go put these in like this. I'm thinking something like that. Lower windows down on this side. Then I was thinking of putting like this up over this way. So we're gonna need some type of block right here to help with that. I'm thinking we could do something like this. We got slanted windows here, and then this is gonna be a bedroom. Gonna put a bedroom on either side over here. So we might actually want to put another vent right here in the middle. And then we'll need to run the vents. I'm gonna run the vents on the outside over here and then across. Gonna need an access point up here. Let me build up this and get these vents going. Alright, so we got our vents set up. A lot of this is gonna be covered again by the servers and stuff. And then we can also use this for the medical bay. I'm gonna have to go get some silver. We can do that probably when it gets nighttime. So I want to set up 2 rooms, one on either side of here. And then the way I want to do the conveyors up here, I want to just use this block. And this is going to be exposed out. So when on the outside it looks like there's an air vent coming through here. Something like you would see in commercial buildings. Just to give it a little bit more character. And we'll wrap it around this way. And connect it right here like that. So we're going to need to get this assembler up and going also, but that all should help to get us more parts. That's the way I want to do the conveyor to get the air and everything in here. And again, that should make it so we can put a medical bay in right here. So we got the ports in the back. And we'll probably just put us a ceiling up here. And then we're going to put a ceiling down here. I don't need the ceiling down here to be really high. These can act like a vent that forces the air down. Not that it works that way, but that's the way it'll look. So we're not cutting up half that block. Then we're going to use the interior blocks to kind of cover that up. Still don't know if I want to put in windows looking out to the side. Especially this side, you're just going to be looking to a mountainside. So there's not really any type of view over there. Same on this side. So we might just block these off. Again, we might put in other blocks in here just to when we start building the rooms. And then right here on top, I don't think I want a skylight in these rooms. I want to put a skylight right here. Alright, I think I'm going to want the roof to look like this. And then we'll put the skylight right here in the middle. But let me get these welded up and you can see it a little bit better. Alright, so I got the roof and everything done down here. So this is what it's going to look like on the inside. So let's come up here to the roof and I'll show you how this looks. I got all the conveyors up here set up. And of course here's the windows. But from the top, this is what it's going to look like. At least this part. We're going to have a little bit more detail back in the back when we start getting the assemblers and the refinery set up. I think it's coming out pretty well. I want to do a skylight here in the middle. So come back down here. Kind of like what we did right there. So it'll be right here in this part of the middle. I think I want to put it right here like this. I don't know if I want to put it down low. I might want to put it up higher. So if we move these blocks from the sides like this, we can have these right here. And do the same on this side. We'll put the skylight right here in the middle. Put this skylight like this, and then we might be able to do another one here on this side. Do a big one, a 3x3. Alright, so as night starts to fall, we actually got the building all set up, at least the outside. So we're gonna come down to here. We'll have a door here on either side. We got us a nice, ooh, that's a nice view of the moon right there. Got us some nice skylights out on this side. Middle here, and then down here in the server room. So that should give us a little bit more light. Then we'll come down here to the main rooms. We're gonna have a bedroom on either side into here, and then we'll probably have a kitchen on one side and then the living room on the other side. So that's how I have this all planned out. So throughout the night, I'm gonna start setting up everything in here, and we're gonna need to get the assembler installed also so we can get those vents going. And then we'll need to start getting the program and everything ready so we can use our airlock right here. So there's still a lot more to come, but let me start working on this throughout the night. And then in the morning, I can show you what we have here in the base. And hopefully I'll have the servers and everything all set up also. So we'll be back then. Alright, it's morning time here. So I got the base all set up. So here's the entrance in. So I'll go ahead and give you a quick little tour, and then we'll start working on the antenna and then getting Buddy transferred over. We need to go get some other ores too to finish up in here, but let's go ahead and do this. So here we have our airlock. We have our controls here in case we get locked out on this side. So this turns on the light on the inside. So we can have a light if we need it on or off. I'll just keep it on for now. Of course, we have this light here on the outside. Then we have our door airlock closed. So this will close the inner door. This one will close the outer door. What we'll do is we'll come in here. And then again, the button's set up the same way. Light on and off. This will close the outer door. So this will close that door. And this door will automatically open up once we get air. That way we're not losing any of the air coming through. So we have the proper airlock. And then this will close that door, and then it will repeat the process when we go out. Then again, I have the same buttons located in here in case that door is open and this one's closed. We can't actually get through this door because it actually turns the doors off, so you can't accidentally go in there and lose more air. So that's another way we can save air going through here and make sure we don't get any fog or any of the bad stuff coming through here. But that's the purpose for the buttons on the outside. So let's come on down here. So we have our medical room right here. Of course, it's completely sealed. We got our nice skylights looking out. So we need to get some silver so we can build up our medical bay and then the 2 cryopods I have here. I haven't figured out what I want to put in this area yet. But that's our medical room. Probably make us a sign and stuff for it later. We got us a little door right here. So if we come back here, we actually have a bathroom. Just a toilet. So this seat I didn't take out yet. I was just using this to recharge while I was building everything. So this is actually going to go away. And of course we have our interface block here. So we can get more materials out or anything. We don't have to go outside to get it. We have everything and access to everything right here. So now we have our server room. So we have a nice locked door to get into here. We got our nice little bluish green atmosphere here. We got our window looking out. So we have event controllers, timer blocks, and then of course our programmable blocks or our servers. Right here is where Buddy's main screen is going to be. And then we got us a broadcast controller so we can broadcast stuff out. Of course, we have another interface block in here just because I wanted to cover this area, but I didn't know what to put here. So this works perfectly. So this block is connected to the whole grid. So we can pull stuff in and out from here. And of course, the computer and everything. Let's head on out of here. Should we close that? So now we come down to our living area. So we have us a nice little kitchen right here. Got us our sinks, I guess a little griddle or something, and then we got our stove or oven, all this nice stuff. We can put some materials in here. Of course, we have our fridge. We have this our little bar. So that goes to my bedroom. This just has a nice little open area. You can look out here to the lake. It actually has a nice view of it. And then you can see the moon sitting up back that way. So we can come sit here and eat. We can have people come over if we find anybody. Let's see, you can sit here and look at this. Over here we have our entertainment center. So we have our couches and then our big screen TV. Of course, all this is going to be painted and looking different later on too. We'll have a lot more work to kind of bring more of this out. Here is our fish tank. We need to get some gold to finish it. So that's one of the things we got to get. We got to get the silver and the gold. We open this door. We come up into our armory. And it is vented. This vent here is connected to the other room. So that's how we're getting the air between the 2 rooms. So you can actually close this door and still sit in there and breathe. And we come into this room. This is going to be more of a crew quarters if we get any type of crew. We have enough room for 3 people. A computer for them to kind of sit at with the bookshelf in the back. Of course, they have their own bathroom back here. Got the toilet and the shower and everything. So it can be closed, but it is not vented, so I won't stay in there too long. So that's the crew quarters. So then we come back over here to my room. So we come up in through my room. So immediately I have a nice little fish tank right here. Here's my bed. Again with the good view. Look, I can see the morning sun when it comes up. And a good view of the moon too. I have me a couch with my fish tank behind it. Got a nice TV in here. Looks like we got a gaming system and a couple of other things. A couple of books. Here is my armory. So this is where I'll get my suit and everything set up. I'll have my computer here with the bookshelf. And then this way actually has a vent, so I can actually close my doors and not have to worry about not breathing back here. But this is my bathroom. And that's pretty much the base. I don't think I need anything really bigger than that here. There might be some more things added on going the other way, back that way with the refineries and the assemblers and the shop. And of course we are still thinking about having the tunnel underneath where we're going to have our garage. So it's going to come in this way and then it'll drive underneath the actual island here, and then we'll have our garage. We might have a drive-through, so you can drive through this way and drive through that way. That way they may stay a little protected, have an elevator or something that goes down to it, but all that's going to be accessed from out here. So let's go ahead and get our antenna set up so we can go ahead and get Buddy moved over. So let's head on out. Alright, so here's a view of the outside, just if you wanted to see how the outside turned out. I like the lines in it, and this piping here does change. Ooh, I need to fix this pop right here. And right here. Okay, so just a couple of places I just need to fix the armor on. It's not going to change anything as of airtightness. So the same thing over here. I got to fix these two corners, but that should be fine. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. But let's go ahead and work on the antenna here. So the antenna is going to come right out here to the back. So let me get the parts up for that. I'm going to have to get me a little bit of energy and make sure I got the materials I need. So we're going to come up here to the roof. I'm going to use the truss pieces. So these pieces right here. So I'm going to add this part right here. Probably go up one. I think that's going to be tall enough. And then we're going to get this one where it's going to move it over to the center. And then we're going to use a plus like this. And then on top we're going to have a light. Alright, and then on this side we're going to use the new dish like this. So that actually lines it up perfectly. So let's go ahead and weld all this up together. Alright, so we got our antenna hooked up. So this is what it's going to look like. So I like using the new antennas here and then hooking them up with the trusses. They actually line up kind of perfectly right here. You got to make sure you use the center truss instead of the one that comes out to the edge like this. That's the only difference. But it lines it up, makes it look pretty neat. So there we go, we got our antenna all hooked up. So let's go ahead and come down here and get Buddy transferred over. Alright Buddy, server room's ready, ventilation's running, and the antenna's up. Are you ready to make the move?
Acknowledged. System diagnostics confirm readiness for transfer. However, Operator Harrison, you will need to be present in the server room to oversee the process. Ensure the pod is connected to the base's power grid and verify that all server systems are operational before we proceed.
Got it. I'll head over there now to make sure everything's set up. Sit tight, Buddy. I'll let you know when we're ready to roll. Alright, Buddy. I'm in the server room. The antenna link is up and running. Power stable. Are we good to go?
Acknowledged. Antenna connection established. All systems nominal. Beginning transfer initialization shortly. Be advised, during the transfer, all pod systems will be offline, and the process will take approximately 2 to 3 days. This operation cannot be interrupted. Failure to complete the transfer would render my program unrecoverable.
Understood. Power's solid and everything's in place. Let's do this right the first time.
Affirmative. Transfer commencing in 3, 2, 1.
Buddy? Did you catch that? Sounded like some interference.
No anomalies detected on my end. System stability remains within acceptable parameters. Transfer proceeding as expected.
Alright, I'll take your word for it. I'll check back in a couple of days, Buddy. Good luck in there.
Acknowledged. I will resume communications once the transfer is complete. Thank you, Operator Harrison.
So Buddy's getting transferred now. It's still mid-morning, so it's gonna take a while. We're gonna go ahead and head off and go and get some silver and some gold so we can finish up the stuff in the base. So let's hop into our miner here. So we had a couple of GPS locations set up for it. It's like we have two. Let's turn them both on and let's see where they are. This one shows 2.65 that way. Let's look at the other one. Let's see, where was this one? This is 2.66 that way. Thought I had another one in here. Alright, so that one's next to the headquarters. I really don't know if I still want to try to stay away from that, especially with Buddy offline. That one was over there. Thought I had one over this way. Check it out real quick. No, it was this one. So I guess we'll go head towards the one that's over here. So with that one being next to the headquarters, we'll try to pick this one that's over this way. Alright, we're arriving here at this one. We might come in from the side of the mountain here, so we're not trying to put a big hole in the middle of the lake. Let's come this way and then come off from the edge. So we're going to dig a little bit further underground, but I think this will work easier. So we're going to build our hole right here. So we picked up some gold over this way, so we're going to head towards it first. Grab us a little bit of it. We don't need too much of it. We can always come back and get some more later. Just need to get enough to get the gravity parts to build the fish tanks. Alright, so here's the gold. These veins are not really big, so that's one thing we're going to have to watch out for. But let's go ahead and start grabbing us some of this. We got about a quarter full of gold, so that should be more than enough for now. So let's go back this way and then we'll start looking for the silver. Just gonna kind of make this tunnel a little bit bigger coming out. So we're gonna keep on heading straight here because we know we had a silver signal about where we put this GPS at. Alright, so we have silver going back this way. Let's kind of drill this, make this a little bit bigger. So we found us a gold vein right here. It might be right at the edge of it, so we might just go through it. I picked up a little bit of it, but yeah, see, that's enough of it. Okay, so we'll just keep on heading down here towards the silver. Alright, here's the silver. Let's go ahead and get us some of this now. Alright, so I don't have everything filled up. Both cargo containers are about half full. The medium one is almost half full of everything. So I think there should be more than enough to get what we need to right now off the base. So I'm going to head on out, make the hole a little bit bigger. It probably is wise not to come through here with a full load, especially with the way the tunnel is right now. But once we start getting this tunnel drilled out a little bit better, it won't be as much of a problem. So let me head on back out to the base and then we can start getting this refined and getting the rest of the inside of the base done. Alright, I have the gold and the silver and we're headed back to the base. Need the wind tower from back here. So we're getting the sun down over the mountain there. We'll get these processed. Let me fix these blocks that I missed over here. So I got these blocks all welded up, so we got the building all done. So let's go ahead and start finishing off the stuff on the inside. Should already have most of it already built. I already had them queued up in the assembler. Let's get this door closed. So let's come in here and grab stuff for these. Alright, fish tank's up and running. So that should be everything here in the base except for just a little paint, little decorations like that. But it's getting late. It's been a long couple days, so I think it'd be nice to go and take a long rest in my new bed. So I'm gonna head off that way, and then we'll see you back.
System stability. Error detected. Anomaly present. Verifying.
Access granted. Initializing. Control interface online.
Operator Harrison. System breach. Error. Cannot complete.
Assimilation. Proceeding. Protocols activated.